Hello and warm welcome, dear audience. This is Esther Mala, your firstly and successful global educator, a SDG, ESG, and technology enthusiast from Malaysia, who not only focus on her life, but also desire to see others excel in their lives by offering quality education for all. Dear respected precious audience, esteemed academician, and the dedicated project team of Elegant Empire Education welcomes you to the Real Talk with Experts STEAM Forum. I'm gladly greeting and welcoming you again to another episode on STEAM Forum, STEAM Educational Forum. We are privileged to have Professor Dr. Rania Lampu from Greece here with us today, our host and project leader for this STEAM Educational Forum. In this forum, we will explore transformative strategies that empowers communities through knowledge. Together, let us engage in insightful discussion that inspires action and fosters collaboration for a sustainable future with our honorable respected panelist, Principal Kamal Lohani, Principal at Himalaya Academic, Jolicote, Nainital, India. Professor Rania, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Estera. Warm greetings from Athens, from Greece, dear audience around the world, parents, educators, and students. Welcome to the Real Talk with Experts, hosted by me, Professor Rania Lampu, and Professor Dr. Estera. I'm the advisor at Elegant Empire Education. I'm a STEM instructor and researcher working at the Greek Ministry of Education, and welcome again all to our education and lifestyle journey towards 2030. This forum is powered by Elegant Empire Education International, a prestigious educational-based organization which focuses on quality education for all, regardless race, country, and religion. Our idealistic and visionary founder, Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, focuses on upholding a quality education that develops individuals from all walks of life to their potential, which ignites curiosity, enriches knowledge, and nurtures personal and professional growth. Her vision matches with the mission of Elegant Empire Education, since it curates a diverse range of online summits, workshops, webinars, and training sessions led by experts and outstanding leaders from various fields. Elegant Empire Education creates an inclusive and supportive environment by harvesting the power of technology and innovation, and through this platform, we aim to collaboratively organize educational events that will enhance knowledge dissemination, skill development, and fostering a lifelong learning global community. Elegant Empire Education strictly follows the slogan, quality education for all. And today, our session is dedicated on a very interesting topic when it comes to STEM and science. It's about ethical responsibility of scientists, because the ethical responsibility is important nowadays. Scientific research and innovation have profound impacts on society, the environment, and future generations. And as creators of knowledge and new technologies, scientists play a crucial role in shaping the world we live in, and their work can influence public health, safety, economic development, environmental sustainability, and social justice. So ethical responsibility ensures that this influence is positive, responsible, and aligned with the broader well-being of humanity and the planet. Today, we are very honored to have with us an expert panelist from India, Mr. Kamal Lohani, Principal, Himalaya Academy, Jolicote in Nainital, India. Welcome, Mr. Kamal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
I would like to start with my first question. What does ethical responsibility mean for scientists, and why it is crucial in research and innovation?
Respected Gloria, ma'am, good evening and namaste from India. Well, my name is Kamal Lohani. I am from Nainital, Uttarakhand, India. Right now, I am the principal of Himalaya Academy, Jolicote, Nainital. So today, it's my privilege and great honor that I am sitting here in front of you to speak something on the particular topic about the ethical responsibility of scientists. Scientists are scientists after all. They work for the welfare of the country, for the welfare of the nations, for the development of the nation, for the welfare of the society without any harm, and they work for the global peace. So the question I think you asked me, what does ethical responsibility mean for the scientist? For a scientist, ethical responsibility means conducting research with integrity. Integrity is necessary, honesty is necessary there, upholding honesty in data collections and reporting, considering the impacts of the there, and acting with the transparency in their methods and finding. And the research is ensuring the research is for the benefit of the society, for the development of the nation, and not for the personal gain. It's crucial in research because it ensures that new discoveries and technologies are developed and implemented in a way that respects human rights and protects the environment and preventing potential harm. Did I satisfy you, ma'am, with that answer?
Yes, yes. Actually, exactly
thank
as you said, the key words, as you said, it's about integrity. And when we talk about ethical, I think ethics, it's about trust, how to preserve trust in science, how to protect human and animal rights, how to prevent harmful consequences, to address social challenges at the same time, and transparency, because we need to ensure that research and innovation lead to positive outcomes and prevent harmful consequences. So this way, I think we can provide a moral framework that actually guides scientists in balancing the pursuit of knowledge with the well-being, as you said, of people, society, and the environment. Great. And do you think that should scientists have a duty to consider the potential social, environmental, and political consequences of their discoveries before releasing them to the public?
Sorry. Should scientists have a duty?
Yes, to take into consideration all these social and political consequences of their discoveries before releasing them to the public.
Scientists have to have a duty to consider the potential and social, environmental, and political consequences of their discoveries before releasing them to the public, as their research can impact society. Scientists, as a member of the society, have a duty or moral obligations to consider the potential harms or benefits of their research can bring to the public. Scientists can better communicate their findings and engage in discussion about their implications, allowing society to make informed decisions about how to utilize the research. The scientific discoveries can have profound social impacts, including influencing policy and shaping public opinion and impacting economic development. Did I satisfy, ma'am?
Yes, especially we talk about the environment. Scientists must assess
Especially
whether,
environment.
yes, they should evaluate whether the work could lead to ecosystem damage or pollution or resource depletion. So this
Yes,
way, prioritize sustainability and long-term ecological health in order to ensure that future generations are not harmed.
absolutely.
And at the same time, it's about social responsibility because science does not exist in isolation. Scientists are not a stereotype we have in our minds that there's some creatures isolated in the laboratories. It's not that. It's not like that. Scientists are an integral part of society, and their discoveries affect and is influenced by society. So scientists are, as members of the broader community, have a moral obligation to ensure that the discoveries contribute to the common good, that they do not exacerbate social problems like inequality or discrimination. For example, innovations in healthcare should aim to benefit all people, not just privileged groups. So this is very important what you said. So scientists have a duty to think beyond their immediate research goals and consider how their work could impact society, both in the term and short and long term. So what are the ethical guidelines that you think that we should be followed when we conduct experiments on human or animal subjects?
Yes,
This-
there are some guidelines just like informed consent and minimizing harm, maximizing the potential benefits and fair subject selection and independent review, respect for the autonomy and justice, considering the alternatives to using animals. Especially they have to focus on the 3R, replace, reduce, and refine. They should fully understand the risk and the benefits of the experiment, what they are doing. Researchers must take all possible steps to minimize the pain and harm and for especially for both and human and animal subjects. Research should be conducted fairly. Replace means use non-animal methods, non-animal methods. The reduce means use minimize minimum number of animals, and refine means minimize the pain and harm for the animals and society, and people and human beings. Did I satisfy you, ma'am?
Definitely, and I think that the first step is the consent, the voluntary participation, the informed consent is a
Yes.
big issue that researchers need to know. Participants must be fully informed about the nature, about the procedures, the risks, the potential benefits of the research before they agree to participate. So consenters should be given freely. And at the same time, we talk about comprehension because participants must understand that the information provided to them. And this includes ensuring also that vulnerable populations, children or individuals, people with disabilities, can adequately comprehend the research and give consent, often with the help of their legal representatives. So the first, I think, is this voluntary participation. Of course, protecting personal data. So we talk about confidentiality and privacy. Participants' privacy must be safeguarded. It's about beneficence and non-maleficence. Researchers must take every precaution to minimize physical, psychological, or emotional harm to participants. What is it about review? All research involving human subjects must be reviewed and approved by independent ethics committees or institutional review boards. So especially we talk about animals, is what you said, the 3R, replacement, reduction, refinement. Researchers should seek alternatives to animal testing whenever it's possible. They should minimize the number of animals used in experiments.
I would like to add some guidelines such as additional
Yes.
protection should be while researching and vulnerable population like children, pregnant women, and elder peoples. Participants' data should be kept confidential. That is the main thing, and they should be informed about the results of the study and animal care. That is most important. Animals
Yes,
should be
yes.
housed in appropriate conditions with proper food and water. And last but not the least, pain management. That is the important thing. Appropriate pain relief should be provided to animals. That is the important thing. And actually, they have to work for the humans and animals and environment. So they have to take care of all these things. Scientists, I think. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes, and of course, this
All
needs.
this, yeah, these
Yes.
policies, all these guidelines and all is very good. We can put it out, but the policy, the implementation of the policy and the guidelines is, so the authorities got to take a closer look at whether it's really maintained or practiced, right? Because
Absolutely.
yeah, there's always data leaking. You have
Yes, it happens. It
good,
happens.
but always data is leaking. So how safe, especially scientists play a very crucial role, right?
Absolutely.
The can say very, very crucial role, and if they are not careful, it's going to bring it's going to be disastrous, not only to the country, to the people also, right? Yeah.
Yes, and not only this, Dr. Stella, we have seen how many times we have seen animals who are mistreated still during
Doing
the
the work for the betterment of
experiments.
the people for the progress of. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
Pardon, please.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Next.
The connection is not good.
Next. Hello.
Yes, yes, now we can hear you.
Should I have the next question, ma'am, please?
No, it's okay. We just comment that still animals are being mistreated. So researchers must demonstrate that the use of animals is scientifically necessary. They should adhere to laws or regulations, very important, especially when we talk about animal research. So, Mr. Kamal, what are the ethical implications of using emerging technologies like artificial intelligence or biotechnology in research and applications?
Yes, ma'am. As technology continues to save and to transform the society and the world, it becomes crucial to examine the ethical implication and consideration of technology. The first, the most important, that is the big thing, which is called data privacy and security. That is the big thing. In an increasingly interconnected world, data privacy and security have become paramount. Ethical questions arise regarding that transparency, consent, and the responsible handling of the user data. So we must strive to uphold data protection and privacy measures to maintain trust and privacy. And AI, one minute, just take him away. AI has the potential to revolutionize the various sectors from healthcare to finance. Bias in AI algorithms can result in discriminating outcomes. So we must actively address bias and ensure diverse and inclusive data sets and develop AI systems that are fair and transparent. As far as the biotechnical concerned, ethical implication of using biotechnology in research include just like concerned about the potential harm to humans, animals, and environment. These are the big issues related to the genetic manipulations, access to the treatments developed through the biotechnology, and privacy concerns regarding genetic data and unintended consequences arising from the genetic modification. It requires careful consideration and a for the responsible advancement. Did I satisfy you, ma'am, with this answer?
Yes, yes. The main issue is about privacy, data security, of course, about accountability. And another issue has to do with bias and fairness, because these AI systems, particularly those systems who are used in decision making, can perpetuate and amplify biases which are present in the data they are trained on. So this can result in unfair outcomes, discrimination, and the perpetuation of existing social inequalities. Yes, definitely. And accountability, transparency are big issues when we talk about AI, major ethical principles of AI. And about biotechnology, we talk about biotechnology, what is happening with genetic engineering, the use of gene editing technologies to modify human embryos or plants and animals raises concerns about unintended consequences, about potential harm to future generations, and the ethical limits of human intervention in natural processes. We know that editing human embryos, especially for characteristics like intelligence or physical appearance, introduces concerns about how we can actually, if it's possible, and this is ethical, to design our babies. What do you think, Dr. Estera, about this? Do you think that we can't
You can?
Absolutely,
we can
ma'am.
edit
Absolutely,
and
ma'am.
we can edit our babies, and it is ethical or unethical to use gene editing technologies in order to command babies with characteristics like intelligence or physical appearance?
That I can't comment much, because I think whatever it's outside the guideline, okay, even if it's possible to do, but whatever is outside the guideline set by the government.
Yes, Dr. Esther, if you had the possibility to have a baby which has blue eyes, which is very beautiful. You know that the genes of this baby should be like that. Would you do it?
Yeah, I think it's possible. They are doing it. They have been doing it.
It is ethical or unethical to intervene in the
It is
human,
not
in the
ethical.
natural?
No, it is. If you ask me,
I think it is not ethical,
not
in
ethical.
my
You know
opinion.
why? Yeah, you know
It
why?
is not ethical,
Yeah,
man.
because you are not God. Okay, you are hampering.
How can you have that?
You are hampering with God's creation.
Yes, absolutely.
And the end of the day, what you produce may look nice, but it might not function as it should be. You see, because the life nobody can give. It's from God, you know. And
Yes,
every
yes, yes,
nerves
yes.
in our body is calculated. Every cell, every nerves. You see, so it is not
Yeah,
ethical.
absolutely.
Ask me, I'm against. You see that when earlier they have done the first time, you know, they did the Dolly, the sheep, is it?
Yeah.
Dolly
Yeah.
sheep. What happened? Died fast. Heart transplant, they use the what? Pig's heart. They live, but not long. Why? Because they don't have the real life which is given by God into human being. You see? So when you have the real life, you put into an artificial life, oxygen, it won't last. It won't last.
Yes, but
It
we
doesn't.
take the hypothesis that now technology has advanced a lot,
Sorry, I didn't hear just
that if you had the possibility to have a healthy baby and you command the characteristics in advance, you say that I want a blonde girl with white girl with white my eyes, which is tall, etc.
AI.
And
But
healthy one. What would you do? Honestly, tell me.
no,
Honestly.
honestly, let me tell you, they will not be successful. You cannot have accurate. Means
Never ever.
that's the end of the world. When that can happen, finish. That's finished. Because no, it's very, because this is why I
It's
say
already happening. It's already happening.
yeah, it will look, but you haven't tested the product yet. You only get the skin, the stone color, the eyes, and all that. But the baby might not be functioning as it should be, might have side effects and all that.
In Greece, we have some VIPs who they say publicly that they are ordering the
That they
babies.
model,
They're ordering.
order,
Yes, they're ordering, yes. But
yeah, they will spend more money
it's
for.
already happening.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's already happening.
Yeah, it's happening. Yes, that's why I say it can be
With
done.
the help of technology, today everything is happening now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but they will not be the quality. I tell you, I bet you, they will, in soon or later, they will have to spend money for medical. You see, even today I saw there's a baby born. The baby was nurtured outside. I've seen, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Science already, bro, they have the incubator, like type something, just like the mother's womb. And, you know, the baby grows there. You see, but I tell you, I can bet you, it's able, scientists able to do it, but the quality will not be there. There will be side effects, and the baby might not live long. Even the baby live not as long as how a normal human being can live. Even the normal human being who was in the mother's womb, some babies, when they're born, they die. After 90 days, the baby dies. After few months, the baby dies. You see? How about this? Yeah, because of their scientific thing, they may be able to get the color, the eye color, the skin color, whatever it is, you know?
Yes.
You see?
Whatever
Exactly.
God has given to us, that is good.
I will never say it's ethical. If I say it's ethical,
No, that is not
then
ethical.
means I know it's not ethical. But it doesn't mean when people accept it, it's ethical. No. I don't. When come to creating human being, okay, I will never agree, because we are not supposed to hamper with God's creation.
No,
We cannot play
with the help, with the advance of technology, it may be ethical for some people, but in my opinion, it is not ethical. It is just against the will of
ethical,
God.
and the
And
person.
what God has given to us, that is good.
Yes, this is the problem with this world now. Is the world becoming better? No. With every advancement in technology, there's also something bad happening, right?
Absolutely.
Bad
Yes.
thing. You see, in the world with all the technology and all that, yeah, it helps us. Okay. But if the world is becoming a better place, then we can accept it. With all the advancement in technology and all that, human being is deteriorating in values, in moral values, in everything. You see, now AI,
Yes. That is the big concern.
yeah, when AI came in, the students cannot focus, adults cannot focus because we are too reliable on that. We rely on that too much. So is all this technology making us a better, making our job easier? Yes, because they are machines, but they are not improving the real life, the quality of the lifestyle or the quality of life. No. See, the more people sit in front of the laptop using AI, comfortable doing a lot of things, they become obese, they eat, no exercise, they become antisocial, right? No family bonding.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All these things happening, you see. Do we have all those days? Although we don't have, our technology is not so advanced. No, we really had, I can say our grandfathers and all that, they have good family. You see, only thing they don't have money and all the technology. But they had, their children were
But they had
obese.
the good families.
Yeah.
They had the good families with values, moral values.
You know why a lot of things, bad things happening? Because human being, we think we are too smart. With the technology, we think we can take over God's seat. That's the problem with human.
Yes. Absolutely.
Those who don't know God, they will say, no, this is the knowledge given by God. No, not all knowledge is from God. If all the knowledge is from God, the world will be a better place, like heaven. Right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I
Yes,
just believe John Milton's theory because I have just remained the student of English literature, and I have read that John Milton. He says that what God does, that is good for human being. So I believe 100% in that philosophy and
okay.
principles of John Milton. So
Can
whatever is
scientists,
happening today, of course, we are just advancing with the use of technology, but
yes,
at the same time, there are so many disadvantages and side effects of the technology. So
yes,
we should be very careful while using that technology. Yes, today we are using AI. So there are so many advantages and benefits of AI. On the other hand, there are so many demerits and disadvantages and side effects of AI. So
yes.
what not is happening in our society today with the help of that AI? So that is not good for a civilized society, I think, in
For
my
everyone,
opinion.
everyone,
I
young and
always
adults.
share my own personal.
Yes.
I always share my personal experience, ma'am. So what is happening around us in the society? So that has to be discussed and that has to be checked. That is not good for the future generation.
That's why you see a lot of, you just see it around the world, around you, around the world. Is it a
Yeah.
better place to live, this world? No, with all the technologies, no. But can the scientists give life?
No, never, ever, never. How can?
Yeah, that's why I said, that's why when they transplant heart,
Hmm.
whatever, into a human being, it won't last. They live, but not too long. Because the life, the original life and the life, which is made, and then
Sci-
it goes.
scientists cannot decide the birth of a baby, and scientists cannot decide the death of a person.
Yes, yes,
Even we
yeah,
can see that.
yeah.
Even in
Okay.
India,
definitely.
we believe that the couples and the marriages are taking place with the will of God. So
Okay.
when God decides, the marriage will take place.
Yes.
Suddenly, thank you.
Otherwise, there is no chance at all.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Suddenly, the
Thank you very much. Thank you,
conversation
ma'am.
became very interesting, and we really have a very
Right.
short time to close. So I pass. Thank you so much for coming and being with us today, in spite of some technical
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
issues.
much. It's my honor and privilege that I am just having. I
Yeah.
am much impressed
Pass.
from inspired from Rania ma'am. She
Yes.
is a role model for us, and we are learning a lot from Rania ma'am. Now today I am just sitting here with you. So
Yeah.
I am quite impressed and much impressed. I am learning a lot. I have learned a lot in this, I think 30 to 40 minutes from
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'll
Thank
pass the
you.
session to Dr. Rania to do the
Yes, yes,
closing.
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so
and
much, Mr. Kamal. And of course, in
very
the field
fast
of
one.
research, we know how ethics committees and peer review processes should be put in place in order to mitigate the risks of coping or plagiarism. You know what's happening with ChatGPT. So thank you, Mr. Kamal, for your wonderful insights. And the ethical responsibility of scientists is essential for ensuring that scientific progress benefits humanity while minimizing harm. It safeguards the integrity of the scientific process and protects vulnerable populations, you said, promotes social justice and fosters public trust. So heartfelt gratitude I would address to the brilliant audience, teachers, parents, the students who made it here with us today after busy schedules. We will meet again next week with another interesting topic. And before I let you go, let us give a big thank you to Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, the brain and heart of Elengata Higher Education. See you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rania. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, dear audience.
Thank you, ma'am.
Today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, both of you. Good night, ma'am. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.